Kragtens die bevoegdheid aan my toevertrou, stel ek hierdie vergadering saam as 'n wettige kongregasie van die Universiteit van Pretoria. Tydens hierdie kongregasie geskied die toekenning van grade aan kandidaate wie se name op die program verskyn met al die regte en voorregte daaraan verbonde. By the power vested in me, I hereby constitute this assembly as a legal congregation of the University of Pretoria. During this assembly, degrees with all the associated rights and privileges will be conferred to the candidates whose names appear in the program. Neem asseblief die sitplekke. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Dames en here, ek versoek 'n oomblik van stille gebed of meditasie uit die dankbaarheid vir die prestasie van ons studente. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements of our students. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as the Vice Principal of the University of Pretoria, allow me to extend a warm word of welcome to all present here today at this truly special event. Today we will be celebrating the achievements of our students graduating from the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences. Also allow me to welcome the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Jean Lebuma, our Deputy Director of Enrollment and Student Administration, Dr. Abby Matekha, and then also a warm word of welcome to our heads of departments and also our academic supervisors, our lecturers and our representative of the Student Representative Council, the SRC. But most important, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend a special word of welcome to our parents and also to our students here today, because if it hasn't been for you or our parents and families, this occasion wouldn't have taken place today. You are truly our VIP guests today. This ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, is the 21st one of 32 ceremonies in this autumn graduation session, and a total of 11,423 qualifications will be conferred by the University of Pretoria. In this particular session, we will confer 303 degrees. Of these, 5 will be PhD degrees at the highest level, the doctoral degrees. We confer 8 master's degrees, 31 honors degrees, and the remaining 259 are 3-year bachelor degrees. But I would like to start off by just note a few highlights from the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences. On 7 November last year, the faculty celebrated 100 years of excellence in teaching and research within the agricultural field at the University of Pretoria. One of our former vice-chancellors and principals, Dr. Johan van Zyl, an agricultural economist, was nominated as Agriculturalist of the Century at that particular event. Dr. van Zyl is currently the CEO of African Rainbow Capital. In January this year, we also celebrated another very significant milestone for the faculty and the university, namely the 20th anniversary of the Forestry and Agricultural Biotechnology Institute, headed by one of our world-renowned A-rated researchers, Professor Mike Wingfield. Given the international acclaim of this institute, it is fitting to note that the celebrations attracted more than 200 distinguished national and international guests from all over the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, this faculty has also hosted the Mammal Research Institute for the past 60 years. Institutes of this caliber have made a significant impact on the reputation of the university over many years. Developed under the faculty auspices, more recently include the Institute for Food, Nutrition and Wellbeing and the Genomics Research Institute. These institutes not only play a vital role in supporting the research and postgraduate studies in the relevant academic departments, but have also proven to be invaluable in fundraising and scholarship as research activities. Ladies and gentlemen, attracting the best academic talent, whether it's within our student cohort or our staff, is vital for the university to achieve its core vision, and that is to be a leading research-intensive university in Africa, recognized internationally for its quality, relevance and impact, and also for developing people, creating new knowledge and making a difference locally and globally. The university, therefore, is particularly proud of the scholars in the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences, who have been recognized for academic excellence both nationally and internationally. And I would like you to allow me to share with you some achievements of our young researchers. One of our biochemists, Dr. Bianca Verlinde, a young researcher at the UP Institute for Sustainable Malaria Control, is one of 6 young South African female scientists nominated by the Academy of Science of South Africa to attend the 68th Lindau Nobel Laureate meeting in Lindau, Germany. Then also 2 brilliant female researchers from the Department of Genetics, Dr. Vinay Kutsia and Dr. Shanushka Naidu, made headlines where they both been selected as the next Einstein Forum Fellows from 2017 to 2019. And so, Dr. Kutsia is with us here today. Such is the standard of research in the faculty that, in addition to academic staff members, our students also receive accolades. And I would like to share this one example with you of one of our soil science students, Palesha Motaung, was chosen as the South African champion in the Entrepreneurs Organizational Gold Student Entrepreneurs Awards, an annual competition that recognizes students who successfully run their own businesses while staying full-time at the university. Motaung's winning business, Desert Green, is a company aiming to create new young farmers and develop exciting small-scale farmers while reproducing underutilized land for food production. She represented South Africa in Toronto, Canada, amongst 50 selected other student entrepreneurs from around the world. Another example is Danielle Toile, a PhD student in medical and plant sciences, was recognized with the L'Oréal UNESCO Women in Science International Rising Talents Award for her world-class research into cancer therapies. With such excellence, ladies and gentlemen, it's no wonder why the University of Pretoria is seen as a university of choice. Of the 9,500 first-year students that we registered in 2018, more than 70% of them had an average of more than 80% in their school examinations. And of that, more than 17%, more than 10% of these achieved more than 90% as an average. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Pretoria is operating on a long-term strategy known as UP 2025. This strategy captures the cornerstones of the common vision and understanding of the university's role and identity in the context of a multiple and changing circumstance, nationally, regionally, and increasingly in an interconnected global world. Implementation of this vision's robust agenda is guided by 5-year implementation plans and annual performance plans. And I must say, if we follow the previous 5 years' performance, this university has almost doubled its output in terms of research productivity over a 5-year plan. And the same with our postgraduate graduates. You will note that our PhD annual graduate output is constantly now more than 320 graduates per year, which is the largest in the country. The university will continue to draw on its history of resilience and innovation, and that is to navigate the changing circumstances in such a manner that we both remain sustainable as an institution and that we successfully execute our core mandate of teaching, research, and impacting society. And those elements are crafted very strongly within the 5 strategic goals of the university. And I would like to repeat that. I'm not always sure whether our students look at the university strategic plans, but I would like to highlight those 5 goals. Of course, very importantly, the university will always enhance access and successful student learning. Quite a lot of resources are actually going into methodologies, hybrid teaching methodologies to support our students in successful student learning. Then, of course, being a research-intensive university, the university will continue to strengthen its research profile and also its international footprint within the globe. Very important as a South African university, we will foster and sustain a transformed, inclusive and equitable university community. And in the context of higher education in South Africa, we've very importantly identified the opportunity to optimize all our resources and enhance institutional sustainability. Universities should exist throughout any turbulent circumstances, and the missions and visions of universities should be invariant under such circumstances. Very importantly, ladies and gentlemen, also is that universities are not built in ivory towers, and we have to also focus on strengthening the university's social responsiveness and impact in society, and that's the 5th goal. But today, ladies and gentlemen, it's about our students, and I would like to conclude with a short message to our students. To our graduates, today will unlock a world of uncapped potential. It is in your hands today to act now in order to shape the future of our country and continent. Your choices will be limitless. Strive for greatness and make a profound difference in the world. In the words of the acclaimed author Jim Collins, I quote, "Greatness is not a function of circumstance. Greatness is largely a matter of conscious choice and discipline," unquote. So let me conclude by congratulating you and your families on the immense input that has been made to realize your achievements here today. I wish you all the very best on your future journey, be it by continuing with your studies here at UP, and I would invite you to continue if you haven't reached the PhD level, or be it in the workplace when employed. And for those that will enter the workplace, remain committed to your alma mater by supporting our alumni initiatives. I thank you all. Dames en heren, ek versoek nou die dekaan en die promotors om aan die aanwesige kandidaate wie se naam op die program verskyn aan my voor te stel. I now request the Dean of the Faculty and supervisors to introduce to me the candidates present whose name appear on the program.
Mr. Vice Principal, the supervisors will now introduce the doctoral candidates.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Jacinta Abalaka, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Philosophiae Doctor with the thesis titled Population Structure and Conservation Genetics of the Rock Firefinch, Laguna sticta sanguinodorsalis, prepared under my supervision and with Professor Bent Hansen of Lund University as external supervisor. In her thesis, the promovenda studied the genetic diversity and population structure of a recently described narrow-range endemic firefinch species found in rocky areas of central Nigeria and northern Cameroon. Despite its patchy distribution, the species showed levels of genetic variation comparable to related widespread species. The two in northern Nigeria and Cameroon were also found to be the most genetically distinct. Although the populations were historically connected via gene flow, the number of migrants between these areas is currently low, potentially due to ongoing human-mediated fragmentation of the species' range. The study has implications for other range-restricted species and will form an integral part of the conservation management of this endemic species. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on Jacinta Abalaka.
I introduce to you Fiinfoloa Adenike Adasio, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Philosophia Doctor with a thesis titled Structural and Functional Characterization of a Novel Acetyl Xylene Esterase from a Desert Soil Metagenome. This thesis was prepared under the supervision of Professor Don Cowan with Professor Wolf-Dieter Schubert and myself as co-supervisor. Acetyl xylene esterases are broad specificity carbohydrate active enzymes that hydrolyze ester bonds to liberate acetic acid from acetylated hemicellulose. This is a significant factor in reducing the efficiency of hydrolysis of lignocellulosic biomass for biofuel production. In her thesis, described by her examiners as a very impressive tour de force employing a very wide range of disciplines within the biological sciences, the promovendus identified and fully characterized a novel and functional acetyl xylene esterase, also known as AXEs, from a metagenome constructed from oligotrophic and environmentally extreme Namib desert soils. The study employed bioinformatic analysis, X-ray crystallography, protein engineering, and biochemical characterization techniques to elucidate the substrate specificity and thermal stability of AXEs. The crystal structure of this AXE provided a basis for comparison with thermostable carbohydrate esterase CE7 family enzymes. Protein engineering and comparative structural analyses resulted in the generation of AXE variants with improved stability and activity, as well as the identification of thermal stability determinants within the CE7 family. The insights generated from her studies provided crucial insights regarding the thermal stability of enzymes within this family and as a guide for future protein engineering of CE7 and other alpha-beta hydrolase enzymes with significant biotechnological applications. Her intellect is only matched by her strong work ethic, and during her 3-year PhD program, the candidate has contributed 3 publications in leading ISI journals, 2 as lead author. She has presented her work at international conferences and was awarded several prizes, including the prestigious Herman R. Branson Polling Prize at the American Crystallography Association meeting in New Orleans in the USA. Mr. Vice Principal, I hereby request that you confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all its associated rights and privileges on Adenike Adesioi.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce you to Mr. Casper Nirasai Kamutando, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Philosophia Doctor with a thesis titled Plant Invasions and the Role of Soil Microorganisms, Acacia dalbata as a Case Study, prepared under my supervision with Professor Cowan and Dr. Makalayane as co-supervisors. The promovendus study the core root microbiome associated with the invasive tree Acacia dalbata and examine the plant growth promoting potential in soils collected across the grassland biome of South Africa. Using metagenomics and several bioinformatics tools, the candidate showed that although Acacia dalbata can associate with different microbial taxa, bacterial strains belonging to Bradyrhizobionum might play a pivotal role in promoting plant growth and productivity, therefore driving the success of this invader in colonizing novel environments. These findings provide a link between Acacia delbata root-associated microorganisms and the functions they perform, thereby providing an opportunity to better understand the role of rhizospheric microorganisms in plant invasion success. This information can be useful in crafting cost-effective management strategies for these damaging and aggressive invasive plants. During his PhD, the candidate has contributed 2 publications in leading international journals as lead author and communicated his findings at both national and international conferences. Mr. Vice Principal, I request that you confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree, Doctor of Philosophy, with all its associated rights and privileges on Casper Nyaratsai Kamutandu.
Mr. Vice Principal, I introduce to you Kutso Falane Leguale, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Philosophiae Doctor with a thesis titled Determining the Link Between Facial Appearance and Immunity in an African Population, prepared under my supervision and with Dr. Helen Steele as co-supervisor. The promovenda investigated the link between facial appearance and measures of immunity in African men. The findings of the research shed new light on the androgen-mediated traits proposed by the immunocompetence handicap hypothesis and build on previous evidence to show that men's facial features do indeed reveal aspects of immunity, even better than more traditional measures of health, such as body mass index. The promovenda showed that an HLA-associated SNP, which has been linked to lymphocyte count, is positively associated with facial appearance in an African population. The results also show that the relative contribution of different aspects of immunity might differ between different populations. While HLA heterozygosity has been positively associated with facial appearance in British and Australian men, specific common HLA-associated alleles seem to play a larger role in African men. Mr. Vice Principal, I request you to confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree, Doctor of Philosophy, with all the associated rights and privileges on Kutso Palane Leguale.
Ntate Muthusa-Mokgoro, I introduce to you Mark Warwick van Goethem, who has complied with the requirements for the degree Philosophiae Doctor with a thesis titled Metagenomic Analysis of Microbial Communities in Desert Soil Environments, prepared under my supervision with Professors Don Cowan and Yves van der Peer as co-supervisors. In his thesis, which was praised by international examiners as an outstanding contribution to the field, noting that each chapter could easily be a separate PhD, the candidate explored the ecological diversity and functional potential of microbial communities in desert soils. Broadly, the collective studies focused on hot and cold regions using samples collected from the Namib Desert in Namibia and the McMurdo Dry Valleys of Antarctica, respectively, elucidating microbial diversity, community structure, and environmental features underpinning the distribution of microorganisms in these regions. Significant advances from this work include expanding our understanding about how microbial communities in extreme Namib Desert soils interact, and in so providing a platform for exploring mechanisms of nutrient sharing through interspecies cooperativity. Additionally, his work challenged the notion that cyanobacteria, critical mediators in biogeochemical cycling of carbon and nitrogen, were rare in Antarctic soils, and provides evidence that local physical features, such as moisture availability, influence the composition of microbial consortia in the McMurdo dry valleys of Antarctica. The candidate has shown that viruses are essential components in Antarctic soils and has proposed for trophic structure models to be revised to include viruses as the most basal level in these soils. Finally, he established novel protocols for the analysis of metagenomic sequence data analysis, suggesting clear conventions for analysis of such data, making use of publicly available metagenomes and prominent de novo assemblies. Taken together, the significant insights offered from his research will serve as a basis for future studies on microbial responses to climate change and possible feedback mechanisms. In his 3-year PhD, there can be no better testament to the high quality of the training he received from the University of Pretoria than the 8 peer-reviewed articles in leading international journals and the fact that the Joint Genome Institute in the USA has poached him, and he will start his postdoctoral studies in San Francisco in a week's time. Mr. Vice Principal, I hereby request that you confer the degree on the candidate.
I hereby confer the degree, Doctor of Philosophy, with all its associated rights and privileges on Mark Warwick van Goethem.
Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Master of Science in Bioinformatics. Frederick Klaassen with distinction. Rian Swanepoel. Andries van der Walt with distinction. In genetics, Carolina de Vet. Tendo Siganunu. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science Honors in Genetics. Baveni Bika Koreja. Rebecca Ackerman. Monique Bakker. Salona Beni. Leandri Bezedenwood with distinction. This candidate has received the South African Genetics Society Omeyer van Skate Prize for the best BSc honors student who achieved a final mark of at least 75% in genetics. Ariel Boyens with distinction. Julia Candotti with distinction. Bianca da Silva. Sarah Galisham. Orona Herbert. Ivan Ehot with distinction. Lomil Hueta. Sung Kim with distinction. Paige Klepper with distinction. Francis Lane with distinction. Claire Lenahan with distinction. Dina Lord with distinction. Kira Lin with distinction. Lungile Mabuza. Amokelani Mahungu. Nomakosasana Monakotla. Clarice Small. Nicole Sol with distinction. Mandy van der Merwe. Lisha Isel with distinction. Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science in Genetics. Donna Captain. Charney Kotzer. Robert Doby. Laura Ferreira. Liam Goodhall. Matuma Gwangwa. Sarah Hohenbeck van Becher. Clara Klot. Zane Kroner. Lise Marie Labuscagne. Natasha Lewis. Jacqueline Maputa. Bonginkosi Mavuso. Stembiso Ngadi. Aobakwe Modisele. Tudwetang Mokwena. Lisbeth Ntinkulu. Marilyn Mutezo. Pietro Pretorius. Lebone Sebapu. Moki Tabana. Amber Tulloch, with distinction. This candidate has received the PPS Achievement Award for the most outstanding final year BSc student in genetics. Charlene van der Walt. Martinus van der Verstezen. Monique van Dijk. Alisa van Rooyen. Antoinette van Veek. Sunette Vos, with distinction. In medicinal science, Sana Akhtar, with distinction. Safia Ali. Hayden Barnard. Raziena Ball. Nomshado Botma. Priodini Chati. Batanai Shinomona. Line Cronier, with distinction. René de Bière. Priyanka Danraj. Tiffany Duplessis. Christian Dupré. Michelle Engelberg. Rachel Hills. Rejoice Gomera. Jayshree Aranjie. Megan Oxley. Jacqueline Enning. Shante Jute. Reabechwa Konyane. Ruth Kobedi. Geraldine Letlape. Maritza Liebenbeck. Annerie Lothar. Itumeleng Mabulana. Nsuku Mabunda. Victoria Mahaho. Sikle Maklinza. Nchuteko Makubele. Mamaila Manaka. Sibusiso Manungo. Talifani Maraheni. Mariska Mayer with distinction. Tandi Slanga. Tembekile Nkuzangwa. Clara Mohoklo. Makoma Mwila. Kay Moni. Kesley Morris. Samantha Muller. Jade Niker. Jabulile Ndlovu. Brendan Nelson. Zimasa Nkuke. Aneska Norkie with distinction. Peziwe Nseke. Sunday Ntuli. Catherine Oku. De Luis Pretorius. Michael Roberts. Nompumelelo Saule. Michaela Smith. Kirsten Stein. Amilcar Tobejane. Oteng Cheu. Ntateng Soteti. Siobhan van der Viever. Justin van Grienen with distinction. Rieta van Sale with distinction. Zincle Villacati. Marichelle Folshenk. Lane Werner. Carmi Wilmans. Zante Winter. In human physiology, Kirsten Anderson. Karen Barnes. Tanya Blasok. Marcele Boyens. Cornelius Brink. Megan Britz. Kirsten Chaner. Samantha Shishiri. Marile Debren. Trone Debuisson. Jacobus Ditoy. Bernice Fernandez. Zinardi Fouché. Sandiepa Francis with distinction. Bibi Goga. Catherine Gooden. Pietro Hosman. Ashley Groeneberg. Priyanka Arishan with distinction. Kylie Yo. Colleen Human. Cassandra Jones. Daniel Huber. Lichelle Kemp. Nicola Krier. Kirsten Leon. Odette Leroux. Masekla Letsoalo. James Lewis with distinction. Victoria Lubuika. Matilda Malela. Homolemo Mangope. Jael Marcos. Nkateko Mashele. Nosipo Masina. Katleho Matibe. Lesejo Mazibuko. Takalane Mnisi. Hotato Motlutsi with distinction. Desmione Mouton. Chinakao Mujunga. Karike Wodendal. Marike Ostezen. Paulo Pelson with distinction. Courtney Pinar. Shanice Pillay with distinction. Chegofato Poor. Stephen Pretorius. Lesejo Laditla. Tendo Rambuda. Tiane Schmidt. Ivan Sipsma. Niba Suraj Lal. Nokwanda Twala. Shannon Valley. Lisa van der Vinter with distinction. Michelle van Veek. Jan Lodewijk Wenzel. Mias Wilkins. In human physiology, genetics, and psychology, Pauline Ackerman. Michaela Okamp. Bianca Bailey with distinction. Micha Barkhausen. Melissa Becker. Rochelle Becker. Shanali Bester with distinction. Sachin Bora. Laura Bishop. Vedarsha Shelan. Jenna Craddock with distinction. Joannelle de Klerk. Nicole Dos Santos with distinction. Ilse Dreyer. Loazi Dweba. Kathleen Flynn. Michael Gallagher. Claudia Javiers. Nicole Conqueves. Amepi Koboka. Larissa Art. Jenna Olox. Alonso James. Mamosa Kanye. Jordan Kuskos. Ashley Krill. Stephanie Krier. Marinda Leroux. Anike Lucas. Kensani Mabasa. Senzekile Mabasa. Lesedi Makoane. Bella Malope. Chamo Maluleke. Elizabeth Mananga. Gerard Mare. Ordedender Machele. Sarah McMarty with distinction. Jamie Molense. Lebohang Monenesi. Jacqueline Moneron with distinction. Chantale Moulton. Sherazade Moisa. Fezekile Nsimang. Anel Nodia. Alice Pacheco. Elizabeth Pavers. Johanne Peters with distinction. Justin Pillay. Tarin Radomski. Rami Richards. Alma Ross. Elke Ross with distinction. Chiara Reimer with distinction. Machie Sefala. Karina Sitole. Monet Smith. Kaylee Strauss. Shanae Tetra with distinction. Judith van den Berg. Anne-Marie van der Merwe with distinction. Eliane van Heerden. Frederick van Heerden with distinction. Victoria Veral. Tylia Van Neer. David Willie. Ami Wim. Joseph Wolf. Ailey Wright with distinction. In human genetics, Kendra Kandasamy. Sindiswa Tane. Isaac Klassen with distinction. Isaac has also received the PPS Achievement Award to the most outstanding final year BSc student in genetics. Caroline de Bière. Jotatso Kekana. Sola. Maklatse Lebeya. Duncan Lessing. Keitumetse Mafojane. Ophelia Maila. Nawid Moll. Modiei Maloka. Nomaswazi Maseko. Nkateko Nkase. Mina Mohano. Precious Moloi. Siamo Moyo. Kelisa Naidu with distinction. Tan Ovens. Carla Petersen. Marlies Potgieter. Sibongile Radebe. Sarah Seo. Jacqueline Swart. Mberipura Chijorokisa with distinction. Nyeneke Tricard. Palesa Zulu.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this proceedings, but before I close, I would like to ask our families and parents to just congratulate the graduates again once more for their achievements. In return, I would like to ask our graduates to show your appreciation for your families that supported you during this course. Ladies and gentlemen, I also would like to thank everybody involved in arranging this real special occasion today. Our Department of Student Enrollment and Administration, security that looked after our safety, and everybody that helped with the catering. I would really like us to all also give them a hand of applause. I would hence also like to invite all present here for refreshments afterwards, situated just outside the Rembrandt Hall. You are requested to stand for the singing of the national anthem and to remain standing until the assembly has been dissolved and the academic procession has left the auditorium. The words of the national anthem is printed in the inside back of the program. Please rise. Kragtens die bevoegdheid aan my toevertrou, ontbind ek hierdie kongregasie van die Universiteit van Pretoria. By the powers vested in me, I hereby dissolve the Assembly of the University of Pretoria.
Gambia!